to my new video. And in this video I'll be covering out the a detailed recap of the trades that happened last week. That's like something we could easily backtest. Some of them I actually called them, and then those possible entries that you could easily take to take advantage of these opportunities. I've been doing this for a while now, and I feel like this could easily help you to prepare for the new week. For those who have not been studying and all, you could also use this as a way to level up your game in the new week and to make something out of the week generally. So without any further delay, I would love to jump right into this so that we could actually cover up quickly. I don't want anything to be too long or boring. You're already seeing crazy trades, crazy opportunities. I mean crazy money. You're already seeing it. 5 hour trades, 10 hour trades, all this type of stuff though. Even though it just depends on what you could do with the smallest move to make money in this game. So let's jump right into this. I would like to stick to 5 and 15 minutes so that we could just easily do stuff, because most of these trades I call them within this time frame range. Maybe we could go up lower, higher to about maybe 1 hour 30 minutes or so we could actually see clearly some other things before we then push up. So this is where the week started from. This was Friday's when the market closed on Friday. So I think in the last video, I can't remember clearly, but then I spoke about something. My weekly outlook was the fact that I was expecting price to come back down around 35.57 levels before we get a push higher. But then with the market open, we could see what market did. Market held up to this level. And what one of the stuff I said about I think I made a reel or a short, let's say a short. I made a short because shorts are here on YouTube here. So I made a short talking about the first trade, which would be this sell trade, price coming back, picking orders and selling. And you could see what happened with market open during the Asian session. Price actually came back, tapped into the selling level that I described, and price started selling. But first of all, we could see price started moving. I think price moved about 150 pips or so. Solid move. You can actually use this move to make what will cover the whole week for you, depending on how you risk or how much money you got to. So but then see what happened after price ran this 130 pips, 150 pips. Price reversed and started buying aggressively. Why did this happen? That's the first question. But first of all, already when you are looking at this, you could easily see this entry. I spoke about this. You can already see the whole bearish form that was already taking place. You could easily see our price took liquidity from this high, easily broke structure, came back up and respected it. I've been talking about this entry pattern for a while now. If you've not been backtest though, is another way that you could actually make good crazy money on lower time frame or higher time frame. It's a very, very solid one too. So price started moving, but then this happened. So what I want us now to, in regards to what happened here, let's go up to 30 minutes. When we go up to 30 minutes, we'll notice something. We'll notice the fact that, okay, this was the previous ETH that formed with Wednesday of the other week. So, most likely now, price might use this same level as a support. If you've never heard about this, you should actually check it out. It happens. It's real. It's a very real stuff. Let's go up to 1 hour. I think what I'm actually looking for should be on 1 hour. Yes, on 1 hour. So on 1 hour, we could see what happened. Already, this next candle that formed after the close above 8H already tapped into it. But this other guy here went back, tapped into it, and then rejected beautifully, giving this kind of bullish form. This is it's a bullish candle. It's a bullish guy. Most people that trade this now, they are looking for their buys from this high. That's price to continue buying, stop loss will be down here, and they actually won. It was actually a good move. It kept on pushing. So, but then one thing you should also take note of with this kind of candles is the fact that when you mark out 50% of these candles, can you see where 50% is lying? Oh, I made a mistake right here. This is where it is, exactly where it is, 50%. Can you see what happened? Price actually came back to that 50% and then started buying up aggressively. So one way that you could protect yourself if you were on this sell was, let's go back to 5 minutes. One way you could protect yourself if you were on that sell was the fact that you already know, you've taken note already of the fact that price is pushing down, and there's actually a level that could actually flip price up. What you do is that after you've already taken your you set your sell right here and it's rolling, you're seeing profits. Once you get about 110 pips here or 100 pips now, you should already take note to break even. You should take note to break even your trade right here, because already, remember how I talk about this pattern. If you get a full candle that closes above one of the necks here, the shoulder here, automatically it will mess up your whole position, and that is exactly what happened. So you could easily break even or take partial around here. I actually took this trade, but I made a mistake. I made a very crazy mistake. I slept off. It's not a mistake, it's human nature. We all get tired and all, because this was Isha session and I needed to sleep too. So I didn't break even actually, and price already sank down to this level. And I wanted to start a flip challenge, so I was already looking for 100 pips and I slept, and price already delivered 100 pips here. By the time I woke up, price has bust the SL and kept on pushing up higher. So you could easily see what happened here now. Now we can see this pattern, the inverse of this pattern happening here. Let me use this so that we could easily just do this. This was Monday. You could easily see it. Take back, push, sell, and then it should continue selling if it comes back to this level. But then see what happened. Full close above. Can you see? Beautiful structure. This is beautiful, not like it is beautiful. And you could easily see how you could take your trade now from this whole level right here. You could easily just mark out the shoulder, or even enter from this point up, or you could wait. If you are not if you are scared that it's too aggressive at this point, let me shift this to 15 minutes. If you are scared that it's too aggressive at this level, you could see it here. Can you see it? It's easy as that. Easily put your stop loss below this block, because most people that were actually trying to add up to sell with confirmation here, this was their entry, but their SLs here, and you could see it closed full, and then now the next candle picking up back to the block, changing this guy to a breaker block. I know most of you already know what that is. If you don't know what it is, easily, because you have like a breaker also to the downside, you expect price to come back and tap and push lower, but then instead of price to do that, price might just close above and pick it and continue. This was what happened here, and give the other trades still during this was during London session, and presented with this first trade for London session. This trade ran 510 pips. This was my overall target if price is going to continue with the bullish move, and it tapped it like mad. So if you're actually taking this, you could easily cut the trade into half, and then make sure you take partials at 50% of the move. Depending on how your risk management and stuff is, you do that. So up to this trade ran up to this should be New York session. Yes, Monday New York session. And after it hits the target, next thing we saw was price doing this, coming back, weakness, and a possibility that price could come back to 3600 or come back to somewhere around the midpoint of this, because of this break of structure here, and price is really bullish too. So we expect a move that at least should give us nothing less than 3R, if at all. So we could easily see what happened here. First setup, the sell setup right here, which happened late New York session, and this sell setup is under entry I use. You see something like this, price should push up higher, but then you see a breakout structure. Most likely price should hold this level and sell, and you could see it happen here easily. Then guess what happened next again? Next thing, this is a change of character again. This is a breakout structure, leaving some people take this as breaker block, depending on, it will match to a lot of your confidence depending on what you trade. And just see how price kept on pushing. This is another entry that plays out well, and this actually played out extremely well with inducement to give you that more confidence that price will respect this level. Because see what happened, price came back to somewhere at this point, did not tap any of the valuable places that we have, did not tap the discount level, break structure, and came back here, and then pushed up. This is another entry you could easily use. You could easily spot it out, and you could easily use it. This is inducement. Why is it inducement? Inducement is like price leaves liquidity for your trades due to the fact that it doesn't tap into the discount level. Remember, discount level is very, very important. That is where you should be looking for your buys, or if it's a sell setup, that's where you should be looking for your sales in the premium level. You get? So this is actually another beautiful entry model. I use this a lot too. It should give you more confidence to your trades, and you could see what happened. This is peaked during this is London session. Can you see how price came back? Easily picked and push. Give another push. I just easily targeted, chased 250 to 280 pips. That's what I've been doing, and it's been crazy. Sometimes I just look for 100, 150 pips, and we rest. I think I called one of these trades on my VIP. Yeah, we ate on Tuesday too. So this was how I came about this whole trade. Yes, I called 2 trades, I think. I'm not quite sure, because from this move already you could see extra confirmation. Now this is like, price action is beautiful. That's just what I have to say. Price action is really, really beautiful, because notice what happened. I did not mention something here, but that is how it works. After price pushes from this point, now remember I said this guy is inducement too, so they are chasing people's stop loss to be able to foil the trade lower to push up higher. But then another confirmation entry after price has picked this inducement is price will most likely, at most, this is another entry. You wait, you take this other block that was here, you wait for it. This other block sitting at the discount level after this break of structure, you wait for it. Price will most likely come back, tap it, and easily the run will continue to push up higher. So if you are taking something like this, once you mark your order block, easily put your entry here. You could easily just put your stop loss here and chase the move. I could see what happened is, look at it, it's happened right here. You could see what happened. Break of structure, coming back for the inducement. Price pushing up higher, came back and gave this nice move that formed the other ATH. So after price formed ATH on Tuesday, now we could see what happened again. This happened very, very fast. This happened very fast. Price came back, break of structure again. Already there's this FVG right here that came up as about let's just say, I want to rephrase what I said now. With this push that happened, price left another break of structure, leaving buy level sitting here. So some buyers, their buys are here. I remember what happened this day. It started selling aggressively after we hit TP here. Started selling aggressively. So these buyers, their limits are here. Some of them are picking at market price, and their stop loss is sitting here. Price ran down, swept this low, and then rejected, giving them this kind of FOMO that okay, price will still hold this level because of this rejection that came back up. Still did the same thing. Most of them, their SLs now will be here, and the next thing, boom, full body close below. After this now, and you can notice everything that was happening, price was refusing to close below this FVG. But the next time that formed, closed below it. Price came back. This is an inversion FVG. The link is in the description if you haven't checked that video out. And price sold beautifully, delivering 220 pips on this. So after this happened now, this was late NY. Then this was around early Wednesday. Price came back here and then swept liquidity from this guy, his previous week low. This is another beautiful entry that I use. You wait for price to sweep previous week low. If price is going to continue with the selling pressure, already it came back, tapped people right here, and will continue selling with like price coming to tap into the premium level here. So you actually need to wait. You need to just mark the key PY that is there, and we could easily see this FVG was sitting down there, but then price did not respect the guy and price sold. So most likely now you are expecting that okay, if price comes back to tap this level now and price is still going to continue with the bearish notion, price will continue to sell from this point. But see what happened. Instead of it to sell, you could easily see a full body close, and price easily came back to reclaim that FVG and use it for the bullish ministry. But then when you are taking these buys now, what you should take note of. Okay, I think I should actually draw this. Sometimes it just happens. No, we could easily see it right here. Let's leave that. Coming back here, coming back to this breakout structure that happened here. If we take our fib tool, we take it from this point and drag it to where the price broke structure. Notice what happened. What happened here? Price left inducement with this guy here that we cut to, even though there was FVG here, but price still left inducement here with this guy, meaning that okay, this point now, when you are buying up here, you should know that most likely you could easily TP here, depending on your whatever you're looking for. You could easily TP here, and then the fact that this same thing that happened here is the same structure, is the same structure as what we can see. Not this one. That guy was actually the inverse of it. ATH breakout structure. So you should actually be aware that okay, if price comes to this level, there's that tendency that things might get crazy, and you could already see it here. This is the fact that there was another inversion that actually picked and price sold with it too initially. So you will actually be having it at the back of your mind that okay, when price comes to this level might be stubborn. So if price fails to close above this level with a full body candle, something like this, full body close above here, it will not continue buying up, it will just sell back down low, and you could see what happened. It sold down aggressively. But if it had closed above this guy, because 50% of the there's this candle week on daily, candle week, 50% of the candle on daily, this is the level. So you need to get a full close above it, and then price will easily come back here and then push. But instead, price wasn't able to do that. It wasn't able to decide. This level was very, very strong. I called this buy, not as early as this because this was during the Asian session, but I called somewhere around here, and we made our 150 pips, and we took profits before price started doing all of this. But then this, with everything that was going on here, you could easily catch this trade too, because you could see this guy now, the whole PA now that was starting to happen here was starting to look like generally what was happening on higher time frame. It's everything that I'm actually trying to explain here. You could actually easily see how price tapped into this guy. You could see try to push up higher. That's taking liquidity from these niggas, and then pressure down. Whereby when we go down to somewhere like, let's go down to 5 minutes. When we go down to 5 minutes, we would actually see this much more clear. Can you see it? This was the form that it was still taking, like what's happening on the higher time frame already. So already you are seeing what is going on here now. Wow, where will you pick this trade from? Because you missed it from this point here. You could easily take this level here. To sell down lower. Why did I say that? This is 5 minutes. Let's go down to already now. You could see there's a lot of things that actually make this, like there's always lots of confluence. Like a lot of people are trading different things. You could easily see this FVG right here. This is even much more early because already price left the breakout structure here, and you know that this level is actually strong. This is confirmation that okay, this sell setup is going to hold. If you have if you're having that mind that okay, if already you are seeing what's happening, you know that okay, this is selling level here, and there's that tendency that price continues selling. If price was going to buy up higher, this move that came back here and did this breakout structure, price won't be able to break down here and do this breakout structure here. Price would actually close above here. This move that came back, small thing here, price would go back and close up above and keep on moving. But guess what? Price did not do that. Price sold down, left this FVG here, and you could see how price picked it. Even though I know it's actually kind of a bumpy ride, many of you would agree to that. But then if you are doing this now, you know that your SL is supposed to be on this high. Can you see what happened? Did price take it? No, price did not take it. That is even one entry right here. As even though I know that if you're taking this, you'll be scared in a way, but that is one entry to actually consider there. If we go up to 15 minutes, when we are on 15 minutes, we also take note of there's this candle here. This guy that reject. I told you that if price close above it, you push up. Can you see this? This is not what it's looking like on, what did I call this? This was it's actually, I'm just giving reference to the weekly outlook video. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I spoke about, and I've been talking about this guy always. Liquidity sweep. Most people now be checking up for their buys, but what the price do? You could actually easily take, you could just wait for the price to break this guy. Wait for it to break this candle with full body. Mark 50% of it. Easy. This is where I pick this from. And then your stop loss above here. Can you see? Even though this week was trying to push up higher, did it touch it? No, it did not. It did not touch it. And you could see how price sold down very beautifully. Our 5-hour trade here, 300 pips, would make you solid money. And then now down to, this was on, okay, this sales came late NY on Wednesday. Down to this guy. Where is this guy? This is Thursday. This is, which low is this? This is still Thursday. Okay, already Thursday swept out Wednesday's low. This is Wednesday's low right here. So this is previous day low. I mentioned this same thing here on this side. Notice what happened. Price came down. You could see sell set up here again, but there's this other block here already, but this guy is not too clear. But then price still held it, sold down lower, then left this FVG on 15 minutes right here. So price came back already. Price has taken Wednesday's low here, so there's that possibility that okay, price could actually buy up because of the fact that price has swept liquidity from Wednesday's low, which is previous day low. So price came back, picked this FVG here, and started to use it to, like, it's trying to respect it. Most people that are taking these sales now, the expectation, this was CPI. Most people are taking this sell trade down here now. You know that this guy now is London's low. This is the whole getting to New York. So New York will most likely take out this guy before considering buys. But then notice what happened. Price came back here and full close above. I don't know if you can see this. It's not showing here, but I was actually on both sides of this. I was on this sell down to take out this level. Immediately 130. Immediately it was 130. Price did not first do this bullish move. Price did the bearish move first. This was where price was sitting at the entry of the sales. Next, first thing that price did was price sold down to take out that London low first, and next thing full body close. After this full body close, what are you saying? It has inversed the candle already, plus extra liquidity. There's extra liquidity. The fact that it took out this guy, the fact that price still took out Wednesday's low here, you are getting extra liquidity easily. This is something very, very probable. This is a very, very probable trade. A sweep of this low, full body close above, you get your change of character, and price keeps pushing up. This is another easy and sweet buy setup, because aside this whole, it left this FVG 2 already, so already price has changed character, and easily you could either TP here, because this was the news low, this was 130, this was the news high, this was the news high. Most likely price will take it, because that's how all these things work. Most times price, all these levels whereby you see like previous day high, previous day low, previous week high, and so on and so forth, and news highs and lows too, they also hold liquidity too. And you could see how price easily took it. This move up to as high as there was about 200 pips, solid move. And then you could easily target back this level, because my main target was that price to actually break it and push up higher. And you could see how price still gave re-entries here after the tap here, came back like it would sell. I thought it would actually sell, but then next thing, full break, another break, leaving the FVG here, and price sitting on it and using it up to push higher. But towards the close of the day, okay, this guy Yin, most people now, you'll be considering the fact that okay, price could continue selling or pushing lower from this point due to this whole stuff that happened here. But then next thing was a full body close after this our FVG here held up. Beautiful trade, pushed up, coming back for the discount level. I think we should have another FVG sitting there. If it's more than 5 minutes, should be 30 minutes. Should be 30 minutes. Should be 30 minutes. On 30 minutes, can you see it right there? Coming back and pushing up. Some FVGs, they don't pick from the, or they don't react aggressively from the top. They take it from like below the whole candle due to the level, the whole additional level that might be sitting here. You get what I'm saying? And then it bought. I called this two, and price pushed up, but then price still held up. So now what I'm actually expecting with the new week, I've covered this in much more details on the weekly outlook video. If you haven't seen that yet, use the link in the description to check it out. It's a very, very nice video, not too long, not as lengthy as this. Yes, definitely not as lengthy as this. You could easily see what will happen here. It's simple. I'm actually expecting either price comes back, still holds this level, it will sell down lower. But if price push up and close above here, already this is the bias that it will sell down lower. But if inverse of this stuff happen and price closes above this guy, nothing is going to stop it from going back to 8 So that's basically it. If you're new to the channel, use the link in the description to join up, to sign, to sub. I drop stuff like this every week. I do this every week. You can support the channel by subbing to the channel, turn on notification bell so that many others can get to see this and you could actually stay informed and take advantage of all these moves. Don't let this new week pass you by. Like, I've been doing this a lot and it's actually been a crazy journey. Leave a comment, leave something. You could actually reach out to me. I'm always available to answer to everyone, and I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.